Hi, welcome back. In this video, we're going to continue with variables. This time, we're going to learn about strings and how to use concatenation. Now, a string is essentially a text, and you can assign a text to a variable, but it has to be of type string, just like we were doing with these variables here. Okay, so let's go ahead, just add things here. Let's get rid of this for now. Okay, now comment here and say strings, because this is where we're going to start talking about strings. Well, the first thing you do, again, following this same pattern here, you have to have a type and then a name. So we have to go string and the name of the string. Let's say my string. Then we're going to assign hello there. That's it. Now notice that we have double quotes around this hello there. And that's important to always remember, because if it's a string, it always has to be in this format. You have to have a double quotes surrounding the text that you want to display or you want to assign to this variable here. Again, how do we retrieve this variable here, which contains this hello there, and output in the console? Well, the same thing, you guessed it. So system.out.println, and then what do? Well, we go my string. That's simple. Save, and let's run that to see what it shows. So we go Java application, and we should see hello there. And there it is, hello there. Wonderful. So that's essentially how strings work. So you can do the same thing. Let's say you want to create another one, string, more string, for instance. Again, we're creating another variable called more string of type string, just like this convention here, as we saw here. And we're assigning it something else. Hey, let's say, I am liking this. Okay, semicolon. And if we want, we can do the same thing, system.out.println, and then we can say more string. Let's save that. I'm gonna run, and sure enough, you have hello there, because that's the first statement. And then we have, hey, I'm liking this. Wonderful. Good job. Now, once we know about strings, let's talk a little bit about concatenate. Concatenation essentially means how to add strings, let's say, with my int or my byte or my long, so that it can display here. So oftentimes we want to be able to pass, let's say, a text or a string in this case, and also want to pass in, let's say, a number, so that it shows here. Okay. Now in Java, in order to connect these two, let's say hello with either a number or anything else that we want to add to it, we use a plus sign. Now this plus sign, it's not a plus sign in the mathematical sense of adding, although we are adding to a string, but we're not expecting to get a sum of two numbers. In this case, because we have a string, you can't add a string, a text, with an int, for instance. Okay, so in this case, whenever you see, let's say, a string, and you're adding, you have this plus, what this means is you are concatenating. You are trying to group together these two strings or one string with a number. So in this case, let's say if we can concatenate or glue together this my string here with, let's say, my int. So what do? Go to plus space and go my int. And what do you think is going to happen? Well, my string refers to what? Refers to this my string here, which is hello there. And my int is what? 10. So what do you think is going to happen? Yes, you guessed it. It's going to say hello there, and then you will also have a my string. Let's save and see what happens. all right? And Java application. And hello there, there's a 10, okay? Now, wouldn't it be great if we had some sort of space in between here so that it's just not very strange looking hello there 10 is too close to each other. So what if we want some space there? Well, it turns out if you want a space between here, although we can go like this and go space, well, it's not going to read it as we see it, as a space. You're just going to put everything close together. So in order to create space between strings, what do? You just put double quotes, as you can see, to a space, and of course we have to concatenate that space again. So what are we doing here? We're saying, okay, there's my string, which is this, and then we are gluing, concatenate this my string here with a space. So we have this double quotes here with nothing inside, so that's a space. And of course we have to glue that back so that we can add this my int here. Okay, so that's what's happening here. So if we want space in between my string, which is this, and my int, so that there's a space in between, let me just put it here so that you can see just in case, so that there's a space between there and 10, this is how we have to do it. So we have to put this quotes and with nothing inside, and then glue it back and add my int. So if we save and go run it again, let's see here, we should see, hella, there it is, there's that space. And this is how you concatenate, and it's a very important tool to know, because more often you would want to glue together values and so forth. Okay, well, see you in the next one, where we're going to do some operations on our integers and so forth.